right? That's when you drop dead and you're buried, right? Or something, right? But this is a practice that you have to learn and do now. That's a yogi. That's a yogic practice. That just separates the soul from the body. That's true philosophy. That is philosophy. And he makes it quite clear. Right? As freed from the body as from fetters. That's the goal. Now, what do you get? What do you get if you get that? I mean, what is so important about this process? Why do it? Why separate the soul from the body to Plato? He says, I'll tell you why. You get something. You see something. And thank goodness we have another sheet. He says, when the soul separates then from the body and is alone by itself, watch the language now. Language is going to be important. It departs into the realm of the pure, the everlasting, the immortal, and the changeless. Everlasting, the immortal, and the changeless. And what does then the soul do? The soul then is in communion with that. And remains always, remains always the same, unchanging with the changeless, since it's in communion therewith. And you know what that's called? That's called wisdom. That's what it's called. Now, when that state is experienced, it is said to be the most beautiful state. Nothing more beautiful than that experience of it. What you encounter is something that is eternal, everlasting, unchanging, and one recognizes in it that that is nothing other than pure. Now this is where we're making a jump, and I'll go back to it in a few minutes. All right? It's a jump because what you recognize is that this is pure being. Capital B. That's the nature of ultimate reality. What's so interesting about that is that one recognizes the nature of ultimate reality is that which you are in communion with, and therefore that's you participating in the divine. You recognize it because you recognize it's no different than mind itself, sometimes called intellect. It's the source of, and it is a vitality beyond description. All those words together in Greek philosophy means wisdom. That's what you get with the separation of the soul from the body. Now, you might want to know where this last quote is. And I believe it's at 81. Let me just make sure. I think it's 81 for those of you who would like to quote.
On 79D.
Oh, thank you. Would you read it for me?
But when she examines herself, she goes away yonder to the pure and everlasting and immortal and unchanging. And being akin to that, she abides ever with it, whenever it becomes possible for her to abide by herself. I don't know if this is it. Is this it?
Yes, I like it.
And there she rests from her wandering. And while she is amongst those things, she is herself unchanging, because what she takes hold of is unchanging. And this state of the soul has the name of wisdom. Wisdom?
Good. Thank you. Good. I'd like to just add to that at 81. Right. It gathers itself into itself alone, and since this has always been its constant study, this means nothing else than it pursued philosophy rightly and really practiced being in a state of death. Now, is not this the practice of death? Yes. Right. And this is apprehended by the mind, right? Intellect, mind, right? 83, 81, 79 are the references to that. All right, now look here.
Excuse me, when you say the word
Yes,
mind,
yes,
what
yes.
word, what
Mind?
word are you...
For
is that
mind?
new? Yes. It's not psyche.
No.
It's not soul.
No. For mind, the word I just used, noeton, which is intellect. All right, good. Now, look here. Now this dialogue goes on. Both Simmias and Cebes do not understand what's going on. They're worried because they have the other idea of death. The idea that, well, when you die, it's all over, and the soul just kind of whisks away like smoke in the wind, and there's nothing there left. And so Socrates then has to then take them through a dialogue to show them the foolishness of their views. Therefore, when the dialogue concluded, Socrates then brings them back into this issue of death again. And he says, you know, I want to describe what I think this experience is. What it is the soul of man is going to encounter. Now, you see, here is where the puzzle comes in. Death, right, that can be at the end of life, and therefore that's when death is the separation of the soul from the body, right? And it then goes to the other world. That's the assumption here, right? And then it awaits judgment. This idea of death that we just explored is experiencing death because you're experiencing the separation while you're still alive. Right? So therefore, in that real sense, you experience death before you drop dead. Now, look here. He's now going to talk about what it's like in this realm of the dead. Hey, which one? Which one? Both? Simultaneously? Is it possible, therefore, that this myth that we're going to look at is simultaneously not only the physical death of the body, right? The separation of the soul. And then this is therefore a map. Sometimes they're called maps of consciousness. This is presumably a map of what it's like, what one will encounter, rushing then into the